Hello, I'm Mark Holmes.
And I'm Kenny McLean from Platinum Blonde.
Have you heard the news? There's good rockin' tonight.
How you doing? I'm Terry David Mulligan. I want to introduce, first of all, Mark Holmes and Kenny McLean from Platinum Blonde. They're our special studio guests tonight. You guys just sit still for a second while I introduce you. This is an official introduction.
Right then.
All right, it all started in a very small cabin in the Yukon.
No. Wait.
It was...
It's not a small cabin in the Yukon.
What was it?
It was a small apartment in Toronto, and we were playing in a top 100 cover band.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, fine. All right, that's immaterial. All right. Anyway.
It is material.
All right. Then came a mini album which set record sales in '83 and was followed by Standing in the Dark and the Four Lovable Mop Tops' first album.
No, Terry, the band was a three-piece. I'm the newest member. Right, Kenny McLean.
Hi, Kenny.
Remember
Number
that?
four.
Right.
All right.
Your hair's nice, by the way.
Thank you very much. Kenny did my hair tonight. Yeah. Kenny did, actually, physically did this hair. And it's frozen in a position will never move. Now, you guys know each other from a long time, don't you? How long have you been friends?
I originally met Kenny when I was at a football match in Glasgow. He was selling Bovril behind the counter.
He was not.
And anybody can pull Bovril like Kenny. I said, well, he's made for us on the road. Besides, he can do our hair, you know.
I don't know why I asked that question, but we will find out where he came from. Brian Adams and New Regime, specially requested by Mark and Kenny. Why?
Well, Brian Adams was our first Canadian tour, and we opened for him, and he treated us very, very well, and we'll never forget him for it.
How about New Regime?
I just like the way Kevin goes,
Seduction!
Yeah, he's great, yeah. New Regime actually is going to open up for us on our Canadian tour.
Okay, we're going to take a break, and when we come, we'll talk about your tour dates and stuff, all right?
Great.
Okay, Good Rockin' Tonight. This is Mark and Mac, and we are co-hosting the show tonight. Now, we're going to give you Platinum Blonde tour dates, the complete tour dates, later on in the show. But let's talk about the tour, which starts...
Today?
Tonight.
Yes.
Where?
Tonight, yes. At Kingswood Music Theatre in Toronto. It's the first of 2 shows. Then we'll be off to Newfoundland and going straight across the board, all the way to Victoria, and back out here again so we can say hello.
And what about the States?
Well, that'll be after this tour.
October.
Yeah, October.
The very end of October.
What difference does he make in the live? We heard what he does on the album, but what about the live?
Well,
what does it free up to do?
He takes a room on the stage, can tap dance, show me tap dancing shoes.
Beautiful.
There we are.
Watch the socks.
And he does backing vocals. He plays bass now, and a little bit of keyboards.
You do play keyboards and bass,
yes.
both. I just want to get that in. All right, okay.
Bass mostly.
All right. Okay, guys, that's the top 20 singles countdown. You're not there yet, but you know you will be very shortly, obviously. All right, who do you like on the list of those ones we played?
I like Dead or Alive. I think that was my favorite.
You spin
me right round,
baby.
I'm sorry I asked. Okay, fine. Reet Roon. You like Paul Young?
Love him.
Yeah. All right, fine. Listen, Alien Shores, it's the new Platinum Blonde album. It's the reason why we're here. It's a new book.
On sale now.
On sale now.
That's Mark.
Know your bookshops.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Greengrocers.
How much work went into this album?
All in all, with pre-production, writing, recording and mixing, I'd say about at least 6 months.
And you literally did disappear, didn't you?
Yep.
Yes, we...
Underground.
Yeah, disappeared from the face of the earth.
Did you all along plan to use him and bring him into the group?
Yes, actually, we did some demos together, like on Crying Over You especially. I was by myself doing that one, and Kenny decided he's going to come in and play a bit of guitar, do a little bit of singing, and the song really came together.
What did you think of these guys?
Loved them.
Even...
Oh, great. Yeah, I always enjoyed Platinum Blonde, right from the beginning.
Right from the word go.
Right from the word go. It wasn't a dead loss.
What about the single? Was it hard choosing what the first one was going to be?
No, not at all. Crying
It was
Over
dead
You.
simple. It was like, you know, stuck out like a sore. Well, not really stuck out, but just, we all wanted that one for the first single, you know, something to dance to.
Can you call this a new Platinum Blonde? Like a new, like that was an old Platinum Blonde, is a new Platinum?
Yes,
truly?
I think that would be the best way to describe it.
Okay, fine. Platinum Blonde in all of their glory. There are 5 full-color prints of these lads right here. Look at those eyes. Never look deeply into those eyes. You'll never come out. There's 5 of these are going to be autographed. They're full-color prints of the boys, all right? And those are the 5 big prizes in our trivia contest, the Platinum Blonde Alien Shores. There'll be 20 runner-up autographed albums, all right, from the guys, like that. Now, the trivia question is...
You almost showed the name.
Right.
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
The question. Give me the question.
Okay, this is a scarf I take with me on the road, and I always have it on my microphone stand.
Right.
Now, do you know what my favorite British football team is? Because this is the scarf. I've voted for them ever since I was 5 years old.
All right, fine. And, all right, you like that band? You like what they're doing?
I love it.
Brilliant.
Great.
Lay it down! Give them the...
Lay it down!
Fine, thank you, guys. Listen, we're going to talk about Platinum Blonde for a second, all right? Right.
Okay, good.
Let's talk
For
about
a second.
because we want to play a medley of the videos. All right?
Mentally?
So, you want to talk about these videos?
No, not really.
You want to tell us why you don't want to talk about these videos?
No.
Would you talk to him, please, Kenny?
Listen, tell me about the videos or I'll stick the heat on you.
Okay.
Right.
About the videos, one's called Not in Love, one's called Doesn't Really Matter, one's called Standing in the Dark. They were very much fun to make. I really like to make another video. We did make a video called Crying Over You, but you've already seen that already, so now you can see our other videos. It's sort of like a medley, all spushed together, all in one, and there's like...
Which is your favorite?
Which is my favorite?
Of the three.
Of the three? Well, I like the rap one, actually. No, of these, of these three, yes, I see. I think Standing in the Dark would be my most favorite.
Yeah, Standing in the Park, yeah.
Really? Okay, well,
Cooking in the Park.
this is your video.
This could be your last big steak.
You introduce it.
Oh, I'm going to introduce it?
Yes.
For all you Platinum Blonde fans across the country,
Canada.
or Canada across the country, same thing. We are in Canada.
Yes, we are.
This is for all you people who made these tunes hits, and we very much thank you for voting and calling all the radio stations, which keeps us alive.
Just introduce the thing.
And this is called a Platinum Blonde medley.
You wouldn't believe the conversation that happened while we did everything but watch the medley, but that was the old Platinum Blonde.
The old.
How much will we see of that old Platinum Blonde? Will you still hear the tune?
You'll hear those songs in concert, plus maybe about 2 others from the old album, but mostly the new album.
How much better is the band?
Well, Kenny would probably like to elaborate on that, wouldn't you, Kenny?
How much
What
better
can I
is the
say?
band?
At least 1,000%. At least?
I'd say that.
There's a change of attitude, though, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
Are you getting serious?
Oh, very, very serious. We were always serious.
Yeah, we're serious. And here's my impression of Mark Holmes, shows you how serious we are.
All right, there you go.
It's been a hard day in the city. It affects you in the most peculiar way.
Pretty good, eh?
Is this true?
Nah, he's a whacking great puff.
Get up.
Yeah. Right.
All right. So, we have a pick hit of the week. It's Phil Collins. I don't know. I think we all agree.
Kenny's going to say, doesn't he? Go
Here's a
ahead.
good rockin' pick hit of the week. You do it.
From No Jacket Required, Phil Collins and the third single, Don't Lose My Number.
I'll drop on you from a giddy.
So how does it end?
Great.
That's good stuff.
That is brilliant. That's my favorite video now. That's it. That's brilliant.
But he's done very good coming up from behind a drum kit. How's he working as a lead singer? Is he getting better?
Oh, great. He's my favourite drummer, actually, of all time.
He's a hell of a drummer.
Apart from Keith Moon, but, you know,
Okay.
he's great.
Oh, Keith Moon. Oh, Keith Moon. All right, we're more than halfway through the show. What's coming up next? All right.
We got Billy Joel's latest and a video vault with 3 British top 10 hits.
But in just 2 minutes, the top 20 LP countdown
Sell it.
featuring Brian Ferry,
Sell it.
plus a David Bowie video. And trivia winner, so stay right there.
I'd like to thank the singing hairdressers, Mark Holmes from Platinum Blonde, Kenny McLean from Platinum Blonde, Alien Shores is the album. Love the hair, boys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, here are the tour dates for Platinum Blonde. Watch very carefully. They go all across the country. How come so many dates? How did you get to do it?
Well, a lot of kids wrote in with 2,000-3,000 signatures and saying, please don't miss our town this time on your tour, because we usually get to play only major city centres. And we tied in with Labatt's Blue, and with some of their money and sponsorship, we can take a big show into a smaller venue.
Thank you, boys.
You're
I
very
appreciate it very much.
It's
Putting
been a
up with this.
pleasure,
All right,
Terry.
all right. Next week, Howard Jones drops by and co-hosts the entire show. Also, we'll have videos by the Scorps, Eurythmics, Nick Kershaw,
And,
Huey Lewis, Dead or Alive, plus the Paul Hyde trivia winners and a video vote winner. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it so much.
Bye-bye.
Check out Platinum Blonde, all right?
Bye-bye.
Check them out.
Thanks very much.
We're on tour now.
Then, yesterday.
All right, we'll see you back in Vancouver.
Today.
And have you heard the news? There's been good rockin' tonight.
Hello, I'm Brian.
I'm Ali.
I'm Norman. We're all in UB40. Welcome to Good
Rockin' Tonight.
Right, as promised, UB40, Ali, Brian, and Norman. The rest of the band is slagging off somewhere. It's nice to have you with us. What, I'm going to ask you right off the top, what do you know about Canada? What's our national creature, our animal?
Dinner.
It's the beaver, mate.
It's the beaver.
Right.
Fair enough.
All right.
Beaver, lumberjacks and all that.
I want to take you back just a second back home, because I know you're a long ways from home. We know what makes up a San Francisco sound, because there's the black side in Oakland, there's the white side in San Francisco. We know what Detroit is. It's rock and rhythm and blues. What is it about Birmingham that gives the sound that you've got and spew out so many groups, so many different types of groups? Yeah. It's a melting pot.
It's a total lack of activity within the city. The city's basically so industrial that nothing happens. There's no clubs, there's no outlets. It's full of frustrated teenagers, so it's a big release, you know, within music to get out the city, get in a band and travel, see the world.
There's 2 ways to get out. being a soccer player, football player, or playing music?
Or a boxer or a snooker player, you know.
Yeah. Or darts, which is real big too
That's
as
massive
Maybe,
now.
maybe.
So I
well.
was,
Your eyes were crossed.
I was acting. I was acting. No, I was very drunk actually. Yeah.
Yes,
The
yes,
truth be
yes.
known,
But you did it all in the name of research
for
and
art.
development. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
What effect did the hit Red Red Wine have on your lives musically?
No, bank balances basically.
Yes, took some of the pressure off.
I think more so, it took us away from home even more. So we've been making records for 5 years. The first record we made was a hit in England, you know, and so we've been financially okay, you know, not rich, but we've been comfortable and able to work and eat properly and stop shoplifting and things like that. But with Labour Love and Red Red Wine, it meant we were touring a lot more.
What were you, Teds? What were you?
Skinheads.
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 And it was a hit all over the world. Now, one of the original goals that you set for yourself was to get reggae on top 40 radio, or hit radio, right?
Sure.
Now that you accomplished that, and of course, Labour of Love broke out at #1, what was the next goal?
Well, to establish the label, you know, once we'd set up the machinery for the label to work for us, then to make it work for other people and take all the money off them.
Sounds like world domination.
No, it's down to, I mean, we're pretty serious about the music, you know, and we have a great love of reggae, you know, and basically it's just to carry on promoting reggae music. It is the youngest form of music in the world, and dub reggae is even younger than reggae. You know, it's like it's happening now as we sit here. It's being created.
It's great, there's no rules, and we're hardly impresarios anyway, so
Yeah.
it means we're able to...
Do you ever get the feeling that you're swimming upstream, that everybody's going one way and you guys are going the other?
Yes, very often, yeah. But, you know,
But
that's-
is that
that's
what
good.
fires you?
Yeah.
Is you
It's
against-
kind of good, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a good feeling, especially when you have a winner like, you know, like say Red Red Wine. For
Sure. Now, I know that you're serious, and there's a lot of political crunch in what you're talking about, social crunch, but you have so much fun on stage, live. There's this dichotomy of one band in the studio and one band on stage. What is the goal on stage live when you get out there?
It's music. It's strictly all about music. First and foremost, we are about reggae, you know. And reggae is a very enjoyable music form, and it's sexy music, you know. That's what, I mean, we're about the music. The lyrics are just because we feel that we've got an obligation to say something worthwhile.
Okay, so it flies in England. We know that. They like it there. What were some of the barriers you had to break down in North America?
That was still breaking down.
Yeah, that you're still breaking down.
People, you know, getting people to understand what you're singing about.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like people think I've got marbles in my mouth or something when I'm talking.
One of the other things that it's hard to carry over is the toasting, is the rap talking over top of the records, right?
Sure.
Even on Red Red.
The thing is, right, that, I mean, with America and North America, it's, reggae's a black music form, right, but the black Americans haven't really got anything in common with black Jamaicans or black British, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that's where the problem lies, like, and also with your black and white stations business, you know.
Sure. Was that tough to direct? I think I know the answer.
It was, yeah. I tried to take on a lot, you know what I mean? But that was my first directing job, you know, actually on my own. And I think I tried to take on too much, you know.
But they behaved themselves? Did you have to yell
That
at
was
them?
tremendous, yeah. More technically, I tried to shoot to all the edits, you know, try and be a real old pro.
Yeah.
And,
Did he
got
wear a
it all
monocle
around.
and high boots and riding crop?
Yeah, change his name to
I wore like a little sequin on me, you know.
Wonderful.
It was tremendous.
Beautiful. I want to ask you about a very serious subject. That is a single that's about to be released called Starvation. What is it about and who's in it? Who's on it?
Starvation, right. It's a song that was originally done by the Pioneers, who were a reggae trio.
Right.
From around about the same time as the Labour Love album, you know, from the late 60s, early 70s, the Pioneers. And it's on Zar Jazz Records, which is Madness's own new label.
Right.
And they're the ones that got it together, and there are about 30 musicians playing on it. And it's for Ethiopia and for Eritrea and thing. And
Good use of music, isn't it?
it's good. It's a good little record as well. Yeah.
Video to come with it?
Yeah.
Great.
There's a video that's quite funny as well and quite shocking. And Jerry Dammers produced it, and Madness played most of the backing, and I sang on it. And
Good.
yeah, happening.
It's nice to know you're involved. You have a trivia question for us.
Sure do.
Lay it on us.
Where did we get the name for the album? Jeffrey Morgan Loves White Girls.
Where did we?
Where did it? All right?
Did
All
it
right.
come
The
from?
writing address is Good Rockin' Toniite, Good Rocking Tonight, Box 4600, Vancouver, BC, V6B 482. Thank you very much. We're going for 25 UB40 Jeffrey Morgan albums. Thank you so much, boys.
Thank you.
All right.